Greetings YouTube, LMS Tactical here. I hope everybody's doing good. So this is, it's 2 o'clock, 2:03 in the morning. I'm standing out on my deck making this video, so you know it must be important. It's probably one of the most important videos I've made in a long time. So please pay attention. For my South African audience, I have a lot of South African subscribers. This may not pertain to you directly, but pay attention because this is the kind of thing that's important when you do take back your country from the communists that have destroyed it. For those of you in the U.S., here's what happened. By now you probably know, I'm sure you've seen the video that was going crazy the last few days on YouTube by a Port of Seattle police officer, Greg Anderson. I wanted to get his name correct. A little background, if you haven't seen it, you need to Google or go to YouTube. You're on YouTube. Do a search for, what is it, Port of Seattle police officer Greg Anderson's original video. Check that out. And just as a background, in case you haven't seen it, this is a active duty police officer and an Army veteran, combat veteran, who fought in Fallujah. This guy, let me back up, and I'm sorry, but like I said, I was getting ready for bed. My son sent me a message, and it was a link to a different video by this officer. And it got me so upset, I immediately shot some email letters to the White House, did some things to Fox News, started trying to figure out what I could do. I donated some money on his GoFundMe page. I mean, I was really upset, to be honest with you. I was watching his video, and I'm a pretty hardcore guy, and I had tears coming down my face because this struck hardcore home to me. Those that have been with me for a long time know that my priorities are the Constitution and freedom, and I've said many times on this channel and other places in social media that some things are worth dying for, and I put freedom at the top of the list. I'm a heavy-duty constitutionalist, and I don't make exceptions for its righteousness. So this officer here, a few days ago, he did a video where he was on duty in uniform. I don't think you could see his badge, but he was clearly in a police car, and he was making probably one of the most profound statements that I've seen made by an on-duty officer. It's the same message that I, as an old, broken down, retired cop from, the dark ages, have said over and over about, talking to other cops about making sure you follow the Constitution and honor your oath. But here we have a young combat veteran, active duty law enforcement guy who, in the most eloquent way, not like the way I speak, but he just laid out his message to other brother and sister law enforcement officers in terms of their actions during this lockdown and this COVID-19 bullshit, and how he was very displeased at the many arrests that were taking place, and searches and traffic stops and citations on American citizens who were not violating any constitutional right, and they were exercising their constitutional rights because of mandates and orders and bullshit that had come down from various departments or government, so to speak. So it wasn't constitutional, it was mandates that were coming from above, very much like the Nazis in the Nuremberg trials, where their only defense was we were just following orders. And how many times have I said on this channel that if an order is an unlawful order, it's an unlawful order, it's not legal. And here we have the dream of every American citizen, no matter where you stand, is to have a righteous police officer who honors his oath. And this guy's sworn that oath at least 2 or 3 times. I think he was a cop in Los Angeles for some agency, and has battled it out in foreign lands and has seen shit that most people can't even imagine. And here he's wearing a badge and he's protecting and serving the citizens in Seattle. And he is sending a positive message, reminding officers to uphold the very Constitution that they swore an oath to. And what do you suppose happens? I'm sitting in my chair getting ready to pack it in for the night and go to bed. My son sends me a video that this guy, apparently he has been, they placed him on an administrative leave pending termination. So he's getting fired. And, this guy has got a home, he's got 3 kids, got a wife, and it doesn't matter if he's living in a shack or he's a multi-billionaire. This is all political bullshit by these fucking leftists, and I don't know much about what, the governor or the mayor, wherever he's at in Washington State, but I know it's a liberal state. And you can watch the video yourself, but tomorrow, maybe when I get up, when the sun comes up, I'll add the links. I'm just too tired right now, so I'm having a hard time spitting this shit out. But the bottom line is when the video first went out, the original video, somebody in his administration was like, "Hey man, good job, blah blah blah." Started getting some traction. It was, "Hey man, it's kind of peaked. Maybe you need to take it down." And here's a guy standing by his convictions. All due respect, sir. No, I'm not going to take it down. He was standing by his convictions. The order came from higher. You need to take it down and, sign a fucking, notice of reprimand or whatever. No, sir, I'm not going to do that. And ultimately, it came from a higher source. Can't remember if it was the fucking governor I think it was the governor. But at any rate, now they're going to try and terminate this guy. Look, if there's ever been something to stand for in this country, ever, it's backing up this officer. Backing him up because he represents every one of us who love our Constitution, who believe in our Constitution, who believe in this country. He is our voice. He is, I literally was showing the video to my wife and I'm in fucking tears trying not to cry because I was saying shit like, that's the fucking kind of guy that we all want wearing a badge. That's who we want representing us in law enforcement, in government. That's a true American, man. This is a guy who planted his fucking feet firmly on the righteous ground of supporting the Constitution of the United States and is prepared to go all the way, even though he knows it's gonna fucking hurt him. It doesn't get any more patriotic and beautiful than that. It just doesn't. And I am making this video, number one, to bring it to your attention. And I'm not doing a good job. I know the lighting's making my face turn bright red. I'm not really that red, believe it or not. And I'm out on the deck because I didn't want to wake up the whole house. So I'm going to read it off my iPad so that you guys please take notes. Okay, Port of Seattle police officer Greg Anderson says he was terminated after a video surfaced online. In the video, he talks about how police are trampling on people's rights and liberties and talks about how unconstitutional police are being in America. In the video, he was given an ultimatum: take the video down or be terminated. Okay, his original video, it gives you the URL, and I don't know if I read that off, if that's going to be helpful. I'll add it to the description here. But more importantly, I want you to share that video, and I want you to share this video. I'm going to add both links. But more importantly is there's a GoFundMe for Officer Greg Anderson, and it's what the heck? Let me hit the link so I can read it to you, and I'll put this in the video description as well. Come on, I just had it open. Okay, here we go. Welcome to Chrome. All right, screw it. It ain't working. I'll put the link in the freaking video or in the description. If you can donate, you need to donate, because it doesn't matter what happens with this guy. If they see the light and they say, okay, we're sorry, here, you can come back to work. I don't know if he would do that, but the fact of the matter is he's going to be behind the curve. And I hope he sues. I hope he wins. Legal actions take a long time, can take years. And the fact of the matter is we need to show him support. We need to, as Americans, show him that we care about him. We care about his family. We care about his finances. And if you can only donate $5, donate $5. If you can donate 5 million, donate 5 million. If you're living in a fucking tree and you can't donate anything, but you're stealing somebody's Wi-Fi, then forward this video and this information. Go to the GoFundMe account thing and forward that link around. You can do things. Get on Twitter. Copy shit to the news agencies, copy things to to the White House. Make sure that everybody knows. Get on the phone with the fucking chief of police out there on that police department. Let the fucking world know that we're not going to stand for this, and that we're going to rise as just fucking a million swords of righteousness and back up this fucking honest, great, decent American. I need you to do this. You need to do it. You don't need me to tell you. But remember, if all you can do is just spread the information, whether it's this video, his video, whatever, you need to do this, okay? And, you know, to the officer, if you're watching this, somehow you got this video, I'm sure you're getting a lot of feedback. Man, I couldn't salute you. I'd hug you if I saw you, because you're not too hard on the eyes. No, I'm just kidding. But the fact of the matter is, you're a good dude, and it just warms my heart that there are young people that are as fucking righteous as you and as patriotic. God, it tears me up. I'm gonna get this video posted. I hope I didn't leave anything out. I'm a little fucking scatterbrained right now. I got too much going on in my head. But thank you for listening, and please share this video. Give me a moment. Once this uploads, I'll go downstairs and get on my desktop and add the links. I'm not savvy enough to do it on my cell phone. But listen, in the meantime, you guys stay safe, South Africa. I know you think I've forgotten about you. I haven't. There's a lot happening in South Africa. I need to sit down tomorrow and make probably at least 2 videos to cover all of the bullshit that's going on in South Africa. And then, believe it or not, there's things happening in my life too. So don't think I've abandoned you, man. It's just life is hauling ass, and I'm not a good multitasker. All right, I love you guys. Be safe. And all you police officers, man, thank you for what you're doing. And learn a lesson from him. You know, a law that is an illegal law or an unjust law, unconstitutional law, it's an illegal law. All right, and it doesn't matter who tells you to do it or who directs you to do it. You got to stand your fucking ground. Take a lesson from him. He gives a lot better speech than I ever could. LMS Tactical, stay safe, and I'm out.